Hi, hey, hello, my name is Sarah, and welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons, my long play over here on More sezrawrr, where we are on the journey to a 3-star island. I would love to achieve that today. I have a feeling we've got a little bit more work cut out for us, but first, there are some things that happened between last episode and this episode. You know, I had to buy some more turnips and all of that stuff, so with that being said, let me catch you up on what you missed, or should I say, here's what you missed on Sezurbia. So first things first, I had to check in for Sunday morning in order to buy turnips, but here we are with Miss Isabel who says, "Good morning, everyone." Right now on Sezurbia, it's 9:47 a.m. on Sunday, November 9th, 2025. Now for today's announcements. Oh, that's right, we were supposed to be finding out who's moved in. Who has moved in, my friends? We have a new friend on our island. Let's give a big Sezurbia welcome to Rolf. Who is Rolf, my friends? Well, we're going to find out. I'm going to go and meet Rolf because he moved into the second plot that was for sale that sold at the end of last episode. So congrats, Rolf. I'm sure you'll enjoy island life here. You're so sweet, Isabel. Very nice. And with that, I'll get back to work supporting you and your enjoyment of our island. Thank you so much, Isabel. But first things first, I was going and doing some Nook Miles goals before I bought turnips and stuff, and I found the money spot while I was hunting for some wasps. Got the money spot all sorted, which was also super important before buying turnips to get the money tree sorted and any buying that I needed to do. So I did all of that, and then finally I found Rolf's house. This is what Rolf's house looks like on the outside. It's not my favorite. And honestly, it's not really my favorite on the inside either, but we're going to go and find out. We're going to introduce ourselves to Rolf, find out who he is. And here he is with all his stuff in boxes. He lives in the mountains, apparently. It's fine. Hey there, you live on this here island? Name's Rolf. I just got here myself. He's a tiger. We've got 2 stripy villages though, Savannah and now Rolf. Yep, I'm starting over. They all said I was mad to start over, and they were right, but here I am. Of course, now I gotta deal with a world of boxes. My back wants no part of this starting over business. I have a feeling he's a cranky, like a grumpy villager. You know what? I'm gonna be at this a while. Why don't you come visit later, Grolf? No worries, Rolf, and I was very courteous and said goodbye, and then off I went. So not super stoked on Rolf. Maybe he'll change my mind, but immediate first impressions, not super stoked he will be leaving my island. Okay, it's fine. So now here I am putting some things on the beach, and it looks a bit weird because it's all Halloween stuff that you're seeing me put on the beach, but I mentioned that as a part of getting our island to a 3-star island that we're going to have lots of decor, like outside decor just hanging around, as well as flowers and fences, and I don't have a lot of decor to begin with, so a lot of it is the spooky stuff that we got from Halloween. So I'm putting as much decor out and about on the island as I can in order to help us get a little bit closer to a 3-star island. So I did all of this mostly on our beaches, just putting random decor stuff out. It looks really weird, but as soon as we get to a 3-star island, I can then change it all, okay? I will change it all. So then finally, after placing all the decor and doing all the buying, I decided to go and speak to Daisy May, who said, "Good morning, you here to start your Sunday off with some fresh turnips?" I sure am. I've got turnips aplenty, fresh from Sojourn Stalk Market. Want to buy them for 109 bells each. That is the highest price that we've ever had for turnips. But, you know, I needed to buy some, so I said I'll buy some. I'm not thrilled about it, but it's fine. Great, how many should I put you down for? They're 109 bells each, but we sell in bundles of 10. I know you do. Now, this actually did change how many I was going to be able to buy. We have 648,000 bells. I bought the max that I could to start off with, which was 2,400 turnips, because that's how many we could fit in our pockets. Originally, I was going to go ahead and buy 4,000 turnips total, but the price changed my mind. So I said, yes, I'll buy them 2,400 for 261,000 bells. That's fine. Give me my turnips that I've just paid a lot of money for, but hopefully we're going to have a really good profit this week. That would be super nice. I'm going to need it to make it really worth it. Anyway, it's all good. That is what it is. That's the whole thing with the stock market. You cannot predict anything, right? So I went home and I put down all of our turnips that we just bought, and then I went back to buy some more. Now, originally, like I said, I was going to buy 4,000 total, but I decided to only buy 3,000 total just because they do cost so much more this week than they did last week. So buying another 600 turnips on top of what we just bought was going to cost us an extra 65,400 bells on top of what we just paid for the first lot of turnips. So I'm happy with that. Look, I don't want to buy heaps at such a high price. The whole point is to buy low and sell high, and at the moment we're buying high. I don't want to buy high. Anyway, it is what it is. We've got our turnip sport for the week. Turnips, watch them rise. Try to earn a nice surprise. Thank you so much, Daisy May. I hope it's going to be a very nice surprise. So then the last thing that I did for this day, now that we bought our turnips, I went and took them home, but I decided that I would like to use the rest of our funds to pay off our loan. So here I am at the Nook stop. I'm about to go into ABD here. And here we have our loan. We have 200,000 bells left to pay on our loan, and I have 321,000 bells left in our pocket. So I decided to pay the full 200,000 bells off of our loan, meaning that loan for the extra room on the back of our house has now been paid off. So good. Yes, I finished paying off my home loan. Very exciting. And that is all that I did on Sunday, my friends. But then we needed to come and check back in on Monday to start checking turnip prices. Okay, because now we have turnips and I need to be making sure that we sell them at a good price. So good morning, everyone. We have here with Miss Isabel. Right now on Sezurbia, it's 10:17 a.m. on Monday, November 10th, 2025. I have an event announcement to share today. This Saturday, we're having our island's very first bug off. This is an event that Flick hosts where we've got to catch insects within a certain time frame. So this Saturday, we're having a bug off contest. Super exciting. There will be a registration tent set up in the plaza from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. So be sure to stop by if you can. I most definitely will. So this is happening on Saturday. So it won't be in this episode, and it might not even be in the next episode. I don't know. That's all for today. Have a fun day out there. It's too hard to plan my episodes that far in advance. Just know there is a bug off coming up and I'm excited for it. So then we loaded into Sezurbia, and first things first, I needed to check the turnip prices. So here I am at the store at Nook's Cranny, and I said, turnip prices? The current price for turnips is 98 bells per turnip. That is less than what we paid for, so absolutely not. Definitely not selling them for that price. And then I did load into Sezurbia to find out how much turnip prices were on Monday morning with them. Current price for turnips is 118 bells per turnip. Now, technically, this is a profit, but because we paid so much, I'm going to need to see a decent profit for it to even be something I would consider, right? And that is not enough. So that was Monday morning, checking the prices of turnips. So then I was doing some Nook Miles goals and I stopped into resident services and actually got stopped by Tom Nook in the doorway, who says, well, hello there, sezrawrr. I must thank you for the diligent repayment of your home loan. Yes, yes. I must ask, were your payments by any chance motivated by a desire for expansion? Actually, they weren't. I just had the money, right? Because if so, I have good news. I would be more than happy to extend you credit for further construction. Do please come see me if you'd like to discuss the details more. I definitely will, but not right now. So then I was going around and chatting to all of our neighbors, and when I went to visit Savannah, well, she is sick. Poor Savannah. She says, I can't shake these chills. If only I'd kept some cold medicine around here. And I was like, it's okay, my girl, I've got you. Let me just race home really quickly. So I did exactly that. I ran home, grabbed medicine, ran back to Savannah's house, and when I gave the medicine to Savannah, she said, I'm so sorry. I'm feeling kind of awful right now. I know, my girl. I see you shivering and shaking. And I said, I have medicine. Wow, are you sure? And then I'll definitely take you up on your kind offer. And then I gave her our medicine. Ah, phew, that should really help. I think I'm going to be okay now. As thanks for your kindness, here's a silk shirt. You don't have to give me anything, it's fine. I'm really grateful. I'm so glad that you are grateful, and you are so welcome, Savannah. I think I'm really going to like her. I'm going to want her to stay around for a little bit longer, I think. But then while I was doing some more things running around, I saw that there was someone new that we haven't met yet on the island. It is this lovely little hedgehog right here. Her name is Label. She says, why hello, I'm Label, the fashion designer. I'm not sure if you've heard of me. You may see the familial resemblance to Mabel and Sable, and that is because Label is the third Abel sister. I mean, I only recently decided to become an independent designer, so you might say I'm still in training. So Label comes to visit our island separately, and we do what we are about to do with her. But that's why I'm traveling to lots of different places. I want to see and learn about as many styles as I can. In fact, I wonder if maybe you might help me with a little style exercise. It goes like this. I'll call out a specific fashion theme, and then you change into an outfit that matches that theme. You'll have to model it for me, of course, but I'll give you a gift for your trouble. And I said, sure, why not? Now, this is going to be interesting for us because our fashion is quite limited what we have. Wonderful, thank you so much. I'll do the best with what I can, Label. Let's get to it. I'd love it if you showed me an outfit that's outdoorsy. I saw that and my stomach kind of dropped for a second. I was like, there is no way I'm going to be able to do this. Imagine you're going for a hike or perhaps camping. What would you wear? Well, none of the things that I have in my closet. You could also try on some casual, loose-fitting clothes. Just imagine yourself at a picnic in the park. Well, that might be a little bit more doable. I'll give you some outdoorsy clothing so you have an idea of the look I'm going for. Thank you. I'm gonna need it, label. Seriously. There you go. It's a Western shirt. All you have to do is keep this piece in mind as you put together an outdoorsy outfit. No worries, label. If you're not sure what to do, just wear something that would go well with it. That's what I ended up doing because my options were so limited. We have not very many clothes at all. If you coordinate everything from head to toe, that would be so fab. Well, that's what they say in the fashion business anyway. I'll be waiting right here, so come back anytime. No worries, my girl. I'll be right back. So then I went to try on this Western shirt just to see what we were in for. And straight away, it is most definitely not my vibe. But I did think that maybe there were a couple pieces I would have in my closet that would be able to work together with this to make a little outdoorsy outfit. This is what I ended up going with here. We are in our closet trying it all on and putting it all together. So these shorts, these shoes, really all I had to match. So then I went back to see label and she said, I see you've changed clothes. Can I take a look at the outfit you came up with? You sure can, my girl. I'm not sure you'll like it, but I said sure, of course. Oh good, let's see it then. I see. Your outfit has an outdoorsy look to it and is very unique. I like it. Oh, that made me so glad because I didn't have anything else to go with for you, my girl. Looking at your creation, yes, I have learned something new about clothing coordination. Okay, good. I'm glad. Thank you for that. You're so welcome. I want to give you something to show you how much I appreciate your help. Have you heard of tailor's tickets? I have not, but you're about to tell me. You can take a tailor's ticket to the tailor shop and exchange it for an item that costs 3,000 bells or less. Now, you can't use it at Timmy and Tommy's shop. Still, I hope you use it to buy something nice for yourself. I don't think I've ever used a tailor's ticket before, even on my other island. I just buy it all, right? It's fine. I'll send my gift to you in the mail, so be sure to look for it there. We haven't checked the mail yet. We will be checking the mail together in just a moment. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Thank you for being so very helpful. You're so welcome and you're so polite and so sweet, Miss Label. So she is the third of the Able sisters. Very nice. So then I went back and changed back into my beautiful dress and my boots and stuff, and I feel much better. I then found the money spot while I was going around finding some wasps because we did have to find 5 bugs for Nook Miles Plus. So I got the money spot all sorted, fantastic. And then I was checking back in for Monday afternoon for the turnip prices to see if we could do any better on Monday afternoon for the turnip prices. So the current price for turnips is 94 bells per turnip. So I think we've gone up by 4 bells, but still, it's less than what we paid for, right? And then we were checking in on Sezurbia, and the current price for turnips is 121 bells per turnip. So we've gone up just ever so slightly on Sezurbia. That's going to be a trend that I'm going to keep my eye on. Still is nowhere near enough for me to be selling my turnips at, though, so... That was Monday, but now we're actually going to be checking in for Tuesday. I filmed this little excerpt you're about to see this morning before I filmed my main channel videos, so let's catch up with Tuesday morning. All right, so coming in to Tuesday morning, check the turnip prices. Good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Isabel. Right now on Sezurbia, it's 10:35 a.m. on Tuesday, November 11th, 2025. Now for today's announcements. What do you got to tell me, my girl? Today we have a visitor staying at the campsite. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. Depending on who it is, I might be putting another plot down and asking them to stay, depending on who it is. Right? I hope the entire island joins me in giving our guest a warm welcome. That's all for now. I hope you all enjoy the loveliest of lovely days. That's something that we'll explore together in a minute, but I really just need to check the turnip prices right now. That's why we're here this morning after all. Because I've only got an hour and a half to check the turnip prices. So let's go do that real quick. All right, Nook boys. There's another of our Skull Radio. Do I want to buy another one? I probably will. Anyway, sezrawrr, welcome, welcome. What do you need today? And I'm going to ask turnip prices. Now, it's 108. Was it 108 or 109? I think it was 109 bells that we bought for. So we want to see like a good profit. Let's see what's going on for Sezurbia today. Current price for turnips is 90 bells per turnip. Well, we are definitely not going to be selling for that price. Thank you very much. Let me just grab the shared switch that has Sezurbia loaded. Let's see what the go is over there today, my friends, alright? Okay. Hello from Sezurbia. Says, well, welcome, welcome. What do you need today? Turnip prices. I think it was 121 bells yesterday. Let's see. What do I do? 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 What? This is the best price we have ever had for turnips, but because we also paid the most we've ever paid for turnips, I would like it to be a really good profit. What do I do? Okay, here's what I'm thinking I will do. I'll wait until this afternoon's prices and I'll make a decision. I'm hoping that we are gonna have a better price again. We might be selling turnips on Sezurbia today, okay? We'll just have to wait and see. I am going to leave it for the minute, which, like, do I have instant regret on that? No, I don't. I just want to see, right? I just want to see. This is the stock market. You just never know what the hell's going to happen from a morning to an afternoon, okay? So we'll be checking the turnip prices again in a second because now, my friends, we're going to bring on the full episode of Animal Crossing. And I do have to just apologize, you guys. I am still a little bit sick. I'm so tired of it, right? I'm just so tired of it. Just sometimes my words come out really gross still. I will get better one day. It's fine. It has only been like 3 days since I recorded last episode, so I'm like this close to being better, but it just still is gross. Anyway, we are going to be checking in with everyone because I haven't spoken to everyone yet, and also I've got to check the turnip prices. I am also loading Sezurbia on the other switch as well so that we can check turnip prices over there because they're the ones I'm interested in at the moment, the ones on Sezurbia. After this morning, 162, I'm really hoping we're going to have a good price because if we do, I will be going to Sezurbia to do the turnips. But let's just find out what's going on over here first, right? I know we haven't checked mail or anything. I just want to know what the turnip prices are first. Okay, here we are. Let's chat and let's see what's going on here. Turnip prices, please. The current price for turnips is 85 bells per turnip. Okay, we're going down. This is not it. This is not the vibe. Okay. But now I'm just quickly loading up to have Sezurbia ready to check out the turnip prices. Sorry, just give me 1 second to do that, please. All right, so definitely not. Thank you. Over here, definitely not. And I'm going to do a switcheroo. My friends, you guys know how it goes, a switcheroo. So we can check out the prices on Sezurbia. All right, when it will come up on my screen would be nice because I've got it over here on my other monitor, but not on my input on my main monitor. That happens sometimes. It's all good. I should be back in a second. Yes, here we go. Now I can see. Okay, let's find out what the prices are over here. Sezrawrr, welcome, welcome. Please be better than 162. What do I do, my friends? Do I wait until tomorrow morning? But I'm scared to do that. See, we've only gone up 5 bells per turnip on this morning. Which I don't know if this is like the spike because last night when we checked, it was 121 here. And this morning when we checked, it was 162. So that's a pretty big jump. I don't want to miss out on the best price. What do I do here? Okay, hold on. Let me just do some quick math as to how much we would get if we sold for 3,000 bells at 167 each. But then if I can try and remember how much I actually paid for them, it would have been about, I want to say it was around 270,000 bells that I paid for my turnips total. It's a decent amount, right? The profit would be, I'm not sharing the number with you guys. I mean, you can do your own calculations if you like, but I'm not going to tell you the amount until I decide whether or not I'm going to do this or not. That's a decent amount of profit. I'm leaving you here for a second while I'm looking on Sezurbia's Switch at where we are at in the stalk market, the cornering the stalk market. Okay. Oh, that's a tough decision. That's a really tough decision because we could essentially double the profits we have made already so far if I sold for this price. It'd be really close to double. But do I be greedy and just wait and see what happens tomorrow morning? But then I'm scared that this is going to be the best price and that we're going to tank from here. This is why I hate the stock market, because I never know what the right decision is. I never know what the right decision is. Because at this point, like I said, this would be a pretty decent price. The profit would be pretty decent. I would love to see more profit than this though. And I would love to see a higher price than 167 because I know that we can get a higher price than 167. I'm going to do it. I am going to leave turnips for today. And I'll check turnip prices tomorrow. I've decided, okay, I'm gonna be greedy. I'm gonna go for it, right? I might regret that decision. But sometimes you gotta be a little bit reckless, and I'm being a little bit reckless for this one. All right, I'm gonna switch back over to Sezurbia on the Switch here. I'm gonna save and exit out of the Sezurbia Switch because I don't need that anymore. Here we are, back here together, my friends. Just in case you guys were curious. The 501,000 bells is how much we would have sold those turnips for at that price. The 270,000 is how much I'm pretty sure I paid for the turnips, so it would leave a profit of 231,000 bells. And we, in our cornering the stalk market Nook Miles achievement, are at 235,000 bells profit. Do you see why that was such a tough decision for me to make? But look, if it looks like we're going down in the turnip prices tomorrow morning, I'll sell then, okay? If we go up even a little bit tomorrow morning, I will definitely sell, okay? I just want to see if we can get a little bit more, right? So speaking of Nook Miles really quickly, let me just get my notes out for a second. Sorry, you guys know how it goes. All right, we do have some achievements to go over together. So let's have a look at this really quick. There's one, pick of the bunch. You'll get Nook Miles based on the amount of fruit that you've sold. So we've sold 103 fruit. Fantastic. I love to see that. Do we have any more? That might be it for the big... Oh, nope. Shop to it. Living on a remote island doesn't mean you have to go without life's luxuries. Shop to your heart's content with Nook shopping and you'll earn Nook Miles. Fabulous. We've bought 20 things. That's so good. Using Nook shopping. Fabulous. Okay, so do we have any more? Nope, that's it. Totally fine. Okay, so do I have any Nook Miles to buy things? Not to buy, but to sell and to also sell a hot item. So maybe we'll find out what the hot item of the day is while we're here. What's hot today? A bird bath and a shell bed. Okay. Well, what does the shell bed require? Because that'll be the more pricey of the two options that we've got. So what does a shell bed require? Because if it's shells, I've got plenty. And I can very easily get more. A giant clams, clay, and stone. Yeah, I can do that. I'm going to do that. That's going to be the hot item of the day that we make. It'll sell for more money than the bird bath. I can do that. So good. But first things first, we're going to run home. We're going to check the mail. Catch up with what we missed out on. Maybe I should talk to some villagers as well. While I'm here, here's Rolf. Rolf is out and about. Oh, hey, it's you. It is me. Hi. Let's chat. Days when the weather's nice make my bones ache a bit less. I do think he's a cranky guy. That's okay. I've had my fair share of cranky villagers, and I had Dell the crocodile, the alligator crocodile. I don't know. He was one of my favorites. I loved him on Sezurbia. Anyway, he was like my cranky little grandpa. I loved him. Anyway, oh good, we have spoken to Rolf. We're gonna speak to Blue Bear. Hi there, Peach. Sunny days are my absolute fave. On a sunny day, life is just so great, you know? Yeah. That's pretty accurate. Pashmina is at home. Alright. Sup, sezrawrr? Glad you swung by, kiddies. I want to chat. You're going to do the big bug off on Saturday? I'm not a bug catching pro or nothing, but I got to try. I sure am, and I am a bit of a bug catching pro, I reckon, at this point, honestly. Think you got what it takes to outcatch me? Bet you don't. But you probably do. I think I probably do. It's fine. All good. Nothing like a little friendly competition, right? We have spoken to 3 neighbors, which is so good. Oh, now we've got the option to spend bells to buy items. Cool. Because I mentioned this morning I'd probably like to buy the skull radio, so I'll buy another one of them so we can have music throughout the rest of our house as well. Maybe we can choose a different song for the main room, right? That would be pretty cool. Is Genji at home? No, Genji's out and about. That's okay. I'll catch up with Genji in a second. What do I need for... I need to check the mail. That's what I have to do. It's glowing at me. Let's check the mail. We've got a lot. Okay, so Nook Inc. says, Dear sezrawrr, a new resident moved to a plot you set up as a small token of our appreciation. We've put 1,000 Nook miles into your account. I'm so sorry. I'm still trying to navigate this sickness, right? We hope you spend them on something that makes you happy. I'm trying to really not sound gross for you guys. Happy Home Academy, we got a rank B. The unified color of your furniture pulls everything together in a lovely way. Enjoy the included gift and keep making that home happy. Thank you so much. Let's delete that one. Barreled says, Tell me, sezrawrr, what did you have for dinner last night? What did I have for dinner last night? Why can I not remember what I had for dinner last night? Oh, I had satay chicken. Peanut satay chicken on rice. Will you have it again tonight? No, I won't. Can I have some? No, you can't, because it's one of my favorites. I'll bring my own plate. It smelled so good. It was really good. Anyway, Daisy May says, Dear sezrawrr, thank you kindly for always buying my turnips. Here are some freshly picked bamboo shoots straight from our mountain to my favorite sezrawrr. Eat them, plant them, do what pleases you. Thank you so much, Daisy May. Pashmina says, Yo, sezrawrr, my usual morning walk takes me right by the post office. And this morning I thought, hey, why not write my buddy a letter? So I did. It feels pretty good. You should try writing one to me too. Maybe I will, because we do have to write a certain amount of letters in order to have some more Nook Miles achievements happen, so I should start doing that. Label has sent us the tickets. She says, To sezrawrr, thank you for the other day. I have sent you a tailor's ticket to show my appreciation. You can exchange it for an item that's 3,000 bells or less at the tailor shop. Be sure to use it. Thank you so much, Label. I'm also going to delete that one. I don't need to keep that one. All right, Nook shopping. We got KK Robot Synth, which is one of my favorite KK songs, so maybe we can play that in the main room. I love it. It's such a vibe. Genji sent us a letter who said, My bud sezrawrr, I've thought of an idea where you have a special day to write a good friend a letter. I call it Write a Good Friend a Letter Day. I'm so glad I have you to write to. Pumped up forever, Genji. How sweet. Okay, but first things first, I'm going to make this bed. I just realized I don't have the things I need in my pocket. It's fine. I need some stones. I need some clay. I think I've got enough clay. And then I need some giant clams. And I've got enough giant clams right here. Fabulous. Let's do this. All right. Yes, I can craft the shell bed. So good. Fabulous. All done for now. Beautiful. I am also going to want to sell a couple of things we have in the inventory back home. So let me just pop some of these resources down that I don't need anymore. Let's open my mail, all of the presents. What did we get? These should be the tailor's ticket. This should be the bamboo shoots. And then this should be the present that we got. An ironing board from the Happy Home Academy. Thank you so much. An ironing board. It's fine. Domestic things, right? We all need domestic things. Okay, I'm probably going to sell the ironing board actually. Let me just put it in my inventory so I can see what it looks like. And the reason I have come home is so that I can pick up some things that I'm going to want to sell, because we do have to sell 5,000 bells worth of stuff. So that's fine for Nook miles. So I'm going to get some sea creatures probably to do that, but also like the ironing board. I don't really think I'm going to want an ironing board, so that's okay. Do I have any doubles of clothing? Because I can sell them too. I don't think I've got any more doubles of clothing, so then I'm just going to pick up some sea creatures as well to sell. Hopefully I'll have 5,000 bells with all of that. Let's go back to Nook's Cranny. Let's sell all of the things and buy some stuff as well. Now, on the agenda today, I have to donate everything that we have to donate to Blathers, right? They've been sitting there for episodes. I need to get them donated. Blathers is going to be like, what's going on? Why aren't you donating anything to me? So I have to do that. I will also be checking in with Isabel in a minute to see where our island is at. Hopefully we're at a 2-star island. That would be nice, but I just don't know. So we're going to see where we're at on the road to 3 stars. But firstly, we're going to sell these things. Now, I'm actually going to sell the things except for the shell bed first, because I'm going to do that separately. All right. 6,000 bells. Perfect. I just wanted to make sure that I had 5,000 bells on its own first before I sell the hot item, because I like to do that. Separate the two things. Not include the hot item of the day's price in with the other items so that I can sell more items from my storage, considering I don't have much storage. Maybe I'll look at upgrading our house in this episode. I don't know. We'll wait and see. A shell bed. Oh, I'll give twice the usual amount, so 20,400 bells. I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't even think it was going to be that good. 10,200 normally that one is. I'm so glad I built that bed. We're at 195,000 bells. That's so good. Let's just clear those Nook miles, though. Fabulous. So good. Okay, so spending bells to buy items we're going to work on next. We could maybe go diving for some more sea creatures today. Catching bugs, we'll probably do the wasps like I have been throughout the week. I've been updating you guys on that. We can definitely chop some wood and complete DIY projects. All of these things we can definitely do. But first things first, I want another skull radio. Thank you. 3,200 bells. I will buy it. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Love that. Okay, so do we have anything in the closet that I want to buy? I have bought a new wallpaper, but I'm not going to use it just yet. It's a black, like, subway tile brick kind of style wallpaper. I don't want any of this wallpaper or flooring, so that's totally fine. We can go and buy the song of the day from Nook Shopping over in Resident Services, so maybe we'll go and do that. Savannah! There she is! So happy to see you, y'all. Let's talk. I try to be a good listener. You can talk to me anytime, y'all. Oh, you're so sweet, Savannah. Do you have anyone else who's out and about? Maybe Huck's at home? Do I want us to see if Huck's at home first? He's not. That's okay. We'll catch up with Huck later. So let's just come and do this first. Maybe we can check in with Isabel while we're here, but first things first, let's just do this. Thank you so much. 150 bonus miles, because I've been checking in with this Nook stop every day for the last few days. Nook shopping. Let's see what the song of the day is, my friends. Forest Life. Do I have Forest Life? I have a feeling I do have forest life. Let me just grab my little Animal Crossing journal out. This is why I have the Animal Crossing journal, so I can... Yes, I do already have forest life. I can see it's right here. You can't see it. It's fine. Just know that I already have forest life. So we're not going to be buying that then. No worries. Let's have a look at some other things we could potentially buy. The pine tree? I don't really want to buy any of those things, so maybe I'm going to step in to Able Sisters and see if there's anything I want to buy from the Able Sisters. We can do that. But let's just check in with Isabel right quick while we're here, see what's going on. Oh, sezrawrr, good afternoon. She's so sweet. I love her. How can I help you today? I want to... Oh. Can I not see where we're at? Maybe I could change the island tune. I've been talking about changing the island song. It's going to take me a second to work it out. I'm certain you've heard the current Sezurbia island tune. You really can't miss it, I know. It plays in multiple locations across the island and it reminds us residents of the time. I think the current anthem is a classic, but there's always room for change and improvement. You don't have to be a musician to compose a tune, so if you have any ideas for a new one, let me know. I will do my best. So this is what currently plays. That's what currently plays. I would like to... no, I didn't change my mind. I wanted to do it. Hold on, I wanted to do it. I want to do it. Just how do I do it? I can't remember how to do it. Yes. I knew I could count on you, Maestro. Let's hear your lovely tune. Can I just... How do I do this, though? Oh, that's how I do it. Okay, hold on. Let me just listen to this bit for a second. Okay. No, okay, so I need to make some changes. No, it's okay. Hold on. I'm working it out. I'm working it out little by little. Maybe I'll come back to you once I've finished working this out, okay? You guys, I've got it. I'm so stoked right now. It's a little bit more lively sounding than I would think. But just have a listen to this for a second and see if you can guess what it is supposed to be. It's supposed to be the death theme. What's it called? I can't even remember what the song's called. Let me see if I can find out for you. Hold on a second. It's supposed to be the Funeral March by Chopin. You know the Let's have another listen. Let me just see if I can make it better. No, it was better before. Okay, I've just made a small, tiny change. I reckon that's going to be it. That's what I've wanted to do as like the little theme. Every time the bells ring, it's going to make that sound instead of what we had before. So I'm doing that. That's going to be it. Well, I do have a little musical knowledge. Allow me to preview the tune you created. She's going to sing it. It's going to be really cute. How inspiring! Your new island tune makes me so proud to call Sezurbia my home. That's so good. Now then, we'll start using it right away. I hope you enjoy hearing it when you're out and about. So good. Can I help you with anything else? Well, I wanted to know about like our island evaluation, but clearly I can't do that. Maybe I have to wait until we're 3 stars to be able to do that. So I'm going to say I'm good for now. All right then, if there's anything I can assist you with in the future, please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, I almost forgot that there's something Mr. Nook would like to discuss with you. Oh, okay. When you have a moment, please find him and ask, what should I do? Okay, no worries. Let's see what he wants us to do then. Ah, sezrawrr, hello. This is the construction consultation counter. How can I help you, Whom? What should I do? Yes, I'll explain the last major task for Project K then. We've started gathering feedback from folks on and off the island. Our focus right now should be improving the image of the island and gaining that all-important word-of-mouth marketing, okay? I've asked Isabel to assist with collating the feedback, so talk to her for the latest information. Now I think I can ask her where we're at. Okay, it's fine. I think Isabel will have some good pointers on how we can improve the island's image as well. In short, we need to increase our population, improve the island's scenery. Well, I've increased our population to 8. That should be fine, just improving the island's scenery. And turn Sezurbia into the most charming island it can be. Infrastructure is important, but let's plant flowers and use decorations to make this place look snazzy. I'm trying. Well then, thanks for your help, Okay, well now let's talk to Isabel again. Ah, yes. As Mr. Nook mentioned, I'm leading a task force that compiles feedback related to the image of our island. Okay, it's just me, though I have always wanted a task force of my very own. She's so cute. Anyway, I won't bore you with the details now, but feel free to ask me about island evaluations anytime. This is what I was coming to do. I thought we could just do that, but we couldn't. Anyway, now then, how can I help you today? Let's talk island evals. Oh, wonderful. It seems you're as excited to hear about the image of our island as I am to talk about it. I am. Well, allow me to explain how the task force, that's me, collects and analyzes the data for my reports. First, I conduct random polling around the island with residents, visitors, and tourists. We do have someone at the campsite, by the way, that I can meet. I forgot about that. Their feedback is then ranked using the well-known 5-star system. The better the balance of natural beauty, development, and decor, the more stars the island receives. And that means we need more residents and buildings, proper infrastructure, and a well-decorated natural setting. Maybe I'm gonna have to try and start building some ramps and stuff. Anyway, it's fine. Easy enough, right? I guess, but if we can achieve that perfect balance and welcoming environment, our ranking is bound to rise. As it stands, we currently have a 2-star rating. That's what I wanted to hear, okay? There's some positive buzz floating around about our island. Folks are starting to take notice. Allow me to read an excerpt from the feedback that I gathered. I've been shipwrecked there a few times, so I consider myself an authority and I've got ideas. Thank you so much to Gulliver. Here's one. I feel like a fella's rescue party might arrive a bit sooner if that place had more stuff going on. Add some hustle, add some bustle, make your island a port of call that'll turn heads and drop anchors. Well, there you have it. If I'm reading these reports correctly, people think the island's natural environment has a lot of potential. If there's one thing I believe, it's that you can never have too many flowers. Are you telling me I have to start planting more flowers? I can do that. I can start breeding some other flowers. It's fine. It's all good. Just imagine this island covered in lovely explosive blooms and sweet aromas being carried on the breeze. As long as they're black, that's what I want for this island, right? I'm sorry, what were we talking about? There's just one more thing I'd like to mention. Some of our feedback mentions that there are too many items lying around cluttering up the island. I think that's all of my resources and stuff outside. I think that's what it's talking about. Let's do what we can to keep our island nice and tidy. Plus, it just makes good economic sense. The shop accepts and sometimes buys any items you no longer need or can't store at home. And there you have it. Just let me know next time you'd like to hear the latest island feedback. Can I help you with anything else? That's it. I'm good for now. Alright then, if there's anything I can assist you with in the future, please don't hesitate to ask. But the thing is, the reason why I have all of my resources outside is because we don't have much storage at home. It could also be talking about like my flies and like my bugs and my fish, sorry, that I have laying out and about, right? Now, I just want to hang on for a second because we've got 2 minutes until we reach the next hour where we should hear our new island tune being played in the Ding of the Bells, right? But maybe that's something I should consider. Putting as much of this into storage as I can, right? It's tricky, but I've definitely got some like flowers that I can plant. Like at the moment, we've been trying to breed our orange cosmos to be black ones. I've got some red roses that I can breed for black ones, so we could maybe plant some of them. If there's tulips at the shop, maybe I could buy some tulips because I know we can get some black tulips and I can try to start breeding them. I just wanted to really try and get some black cosmos first, but it's fine. Look, I get it. We do definitely need some more flowers. I can also do things like starting to put down fences that will also help towards our island score. I think definitely donating these things is important and trying to get some of the things that I have, some of my resources into storage. I'm just going to head back up to the plaza to hear our new song because it should be about a minute away. Also, Blue Bear's playing and that's adorable. Any second now, my friends. Any second now, my friends. I swear, it's the longest minute of my whole life, right? Okay, it didn't quite translate in the bells. Leave that with me. I'll work on making that better, okay? Just the bells didn't quite translate it like I was hoping they would. It's alright. Alright, so let me we got some Nook miles, I think, for changing some of the island themed stuff. Down here, let's have a look. Yes, Sezurbia icons. At Resident Services, we want new ideas for the island flag and island tune. We have Nook Miles in store for those creative types who can redesign and rewrite. It's good to take pride in our island symbols. I don't know what I want on our flag yet. I'm really not sure. Let me know what you think. Any ideas? Perhaps a little bit gothic-y ideas. I'm just not sure. Anyway. With that being said, I might just go and see who's at the campsite now, okay? Who do we have at the campsite? Because I've completely forgot about that and I need to not be forgetting about that. Do I want them to move into the island? We'll find out in a second. I've seen Dom so many times in villager hunting. Dom is not my vibe at all. Yo, how's it going? They call me Mega Arm Dom. He's another jock villager. The Mega Arm thing is actually what I call me, but I really am all about Arm Day, indeed-aroo. Anyway, thanks for hosting me. This place is awesome. I'm glad you think so. Apparently, it's not awesome enough. It's fine. I'll work it out. But yeah, I definitely don't want Dom to move to the island, so I'm not gonna put down another plot for him to move into, right? Let's check out this message in a bottle. To the lucky duck who picks this up, I was just zoning out in the bathtub when a great DIY idea popped into my head that I had to write down. I could have kept this to myself, but I decided to share anonymous like. It's so easy, anyone can do this. Wishing you luck, Boyd. Also, not anonymous like if you then sign your name on it, my guy. I'm so sorry. Anyway, I got a DIY recipe. For a scarecrow, okay. I know what the scarecrow looks like. It's not a super scary one, but it's fine. We also have another DIY recipe. What is this? Iron and stone fence. I bought this one yesterday. That's why I haven't learned it yet. Because I wanted to tell you that I bought this recipe. It's a fence that I would like to use around the island. So let's just take a look. This is the iron and stone fence that I bought. It's cute. It kind of has the gothic vibe. And then this is our scarecrow. I'm going to put a star on that because I would like to build some of that. Not right now though. Okay, so I suppose now maybe we should do some donating of stuff to Blathers. Get these bugs and stuff off of my grass here. Because I get it. That's really not attractive to look at, right? And there's a lot. There's a lot that I've got to donate to Blathers. Okay. Oh, I wanted to keep my barbecue out, actually. Thank you. Alright, now let's go and donate all of these things to Blathers, okay? It's been so long since we've seen him, actually. He'll be asleep, but we'll wake him up. I was hoping to not be sick by the time I was donating all this stuff to Blathers, because I'm about to do a lot of talking, but it's fine. Who? Oh dear, pardon me. Why, hello, sezrawrr. Welcome to the Sezurbia Museum. How may I be of service? And I would like to make a donation, my guy. Marvelous. What would you like to donate? We'll start with the bugs. You know how it goes. Let's do the Queen Alexandra's birdwing first. Eek, Queen Alexandra's birdwing. What a wretched thing. Alas, I'm obliged to ask, would you like to learn more about this specimen? Please tell me. I want to know all the details. Who? The horror. This behemoth butterfly may be called a Queen Alexandra's birdwing, but I call it the queen of my nightmares. Oh, Blathers. It is huge. Indeed, the world's hugest. No butterfly can best its foot-long wingspan. Wow, that's crazy. That is huge. The larvae alone grow to more than 4 inches. As if that weren't appalling enough, they're poisonous. Oh, Blathers. Murderous monsters indeed. Any hoot, my sincerest thanks for your donation, and though bugs are the bane of my existence, rest assured that the wretched thing will get the best of care here. Alright, we've got more, my guy. I'm really sorry. Let's do the snail next. Yes, I know. Yes, please tell me. Snails are not insects, I'll admit, but they're just as revolting to me. Snails are mollusks, you see, and are born wearing shells they cannot remove. Instead, their shells get bigger and bigger as they grow. They must get heavy, don't you know? I suppose that's why they need a trail of mucus to move about, a truly foul form of transformation. Anyhoot, all good. You're so welcome. Let's do the spider next. Let's see what he's got to say about the spider. Eek, I know. Yes, please tell me. The spider is renowned for having 8 eyes and 8 legs. Which is 6 too many, I say. I wholeheartedly agree, Blathers. Oh dear, I do apologize. Now, where was I? Most spiders are carnivorous. In fact, some will eat creatures several times larger than themselves. Please don't tell me things like that. You're not helping me in any case. Not saying that a spider could eat all of me, but maybe it could try. Anyway, to catch their prey, many of these ruthless predators spin sticky webs of surprising strength. Worse yet, they've also been known to ambush their victims, and some even chase down their meals. Again, you're really not helping me any, Blathers. All this talk about the feeding habits of spiders, I'm feeling quite queasy. Hoot the horror. I'm feeling a bit heebie-jeebie like myself. It's all good. Thank you so much for that, Blathers. So fine. Alright, we've got a couple more bugs though. We've got the diving beetle first. Oh no, maybe no. We'll do the banded dragonfly. We've got a lot more bugs than I thought we did, actually. The banded dragonfly is known for its black and yellow striped body as well as for its piercing green eyes. And it is those very eyes that help make dragonflies master hunters, you see. Alas, when one looks at me, I can't help but feel it is sizing me up for a meal. Hoot the horrors, look away, fiend! I love Blathers so much. What a guy. Alright, we've got a couple more bugs for you. I'm so sorry, my guy. Let's do the Rosalia Batesi beetle. I apologize for probably butchering that. I know. Yes, tell me. The Rosalia Batesi beetle is a type of longhorn beetle, so named for the long antennae upon its head. Antennae upon its head. But did you know that longhorn beetles often grow antennae longer than their very own bodies? What? As if this weren't odious enough, look closely and you will find these antennae are covered in tufts of hair. Best not look closely, I say. Fascinating. Thank you so much for that, Blathers. Alright, let's do the diving beetle now. I know. I'm sorry. I feel bad making him squirm like this so much, but, you know, I just want to know all of the things. The dastardly diving beetle, famous for its distinctive round shape and its voracious appetite. This powerful predator uses thick back legs covered in hairs to paddle after its prey. And it uses suction cups on its front legs to grip its quarry for good. My own legs have gone weak thinking about it. Oh, I love Blathers. This is why I want to donate them all and learn all of the things, because he's such a funny guy. I want to, yeah, anyway. Alright, we've got the violin beetle next. I know. Yes. The violin beetle gets its name from its shape. That is, some think it resembles the stringed instrument. If you ask me, this is an insult to violins. With its flat body and small head, the violin beetle looks like nothing but a repulsive bug, plain and simple. In fact, it is so repulsive, it oozes a foul liquid when frightened. Ugh, this insect strikes a sour note indeed. Thanks, Blathers. We've got 3 more bugs, I think. Yes, 3 more bugs. So we've got a great purple emperor next. I know. Yes. The Great Purple Emperor lives high in the treetops and is renowned for its pretty purple-hued wings. Its impressive bird-like wingspan and elusive nature have made it a favourite among butterfly aficionados. But truth be told, the so-called Great Purple Emperor has some not-so-great personal peculiarities. Tell me more. For one, it has 2 horrid horns upon its head when it is in its caterpillar form. For 2, it has been known to dine on feces and animal carcasses. Who? That's why I call it the Emperor of Ew. Oh, Blathers. You're so funny. Yes, I got 2 more, and then we'll move on to something that doesn't make you freaked out, right? The pond skater next. I know. Putrid pond skaters. They walk on water, you know, which is most preposterous. It is a trick they perform by secreting oil onto the hairs of their feet, to which I say, bleach! And one must wonder, what will they do next? Walk on air? Walk through walls? Perish the thought. Any hoot. I love how we can just go from a massive freak out to any hoot. Alright, one more bug for you, my guy. The jewel beetle. I know. Yes. The green shimmer of the jewel beetle's wings is nothing short of nauseating, yes? If you say so. No? Well, so says you. He pretty much just said, if you say so, right back to me, right? Though, jewel beetles were once prized by collectors who turned their iridescent wings into pretty jewelry. Wow. Why anyone would want to wear bug parts on their body is beyond me. Fashion foul indeed. Very true, right? Anyway, we have no more bugs. We're going to move on to some fish now, my guy. So we've got the angelfish. Hoo-hoo, why, this is an angelfish. Yes, tell me, please. The angelfish is truly a beautiful creature. Just look at the elegance of those fins. Despite the name, however, these lovelies are known to be rather aggressive. They have no qualms about relentlessly pursuing fish much smaller than themselves. Why, they even attack their own kin. It seems no fish is safe around these angelic bullies. It makes one wonder who comes up with these names. Appearances and names can be deceiving. They most definitely can. And there you have it. Yes, it was fascinating. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Blathers. Right, let's move on. I think we've got the sea urchin next. The sea creature that we caught the sea urchin. No, the spotted garden eel. Let's do that one. Woohoo! This is undoubtedly a spotted garden eel. It sure is. Now, might I interest you in a few fascinating facts? Yes, tell me. The spotted garden eel is a small eel-shaped fish that loves to burrow in the sandy ocean floor. These silly things are known for popping their heads out of the sand to nibble on plankton drifting by. Some say this makes them look like plants sprouting in a garden, hence the name spotted garden eel. But I think they look more like prairie dogs peeking out of desert hidey holes. Prairie eels has a lovely ring, don't you think? I think it does, actually. That was fascinating. Alright, now we've got the sea urchin. 5 more things to donate, my friends. This is a sea urchin. Yes, please. Ah, the sea urchin. The unabashed goth of the ocean floor. I love that. Indeed, with its mane of dark-hued spikes, it looks for all the world as if it might front a punk rock band. Sounds like my kind of creature, right? Perhaps its more demure relatives, the sea cucumber and the sea star, disapprove of its outlandish look. Maybe not. You know, don't judge a book. That's the lesson we learnt just before, right? Twould certainly explain why sea stars gobble up sea urchins every chance they get. Well, that's rude. But that's nature, right? But worry not for our spiky friend. Its venomous spines are an effective deterrent to many a predator. And then there are its sticky tube feet, which it uses to maneuver out of harm's way. Tube feet, I say. What will this salty rebel think of next? And there you have it. Fascinating stuff. I like to think that maybe Blathers had a punk rock phase when he was young. Maybe think like Giles from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. That's what I get with Blathers. That's the vibe that Blathers gives me. I love it. Anyway, we've got a guppy next. Hooty hoo! A guppy indeed. Please tell me. Oh my, would you look at that? Such a beautiful snazzy little fellow that guppy is. The shape and coloration of guppy fins are all unique, quite eye-catching, I must say. Do you imagine they host contests for most snazzy, and do you suppose I might receive an invite? Most definitely, Blathers. Look at that bow tie. And there you have it. Very good. Yep, I've still got more. 3 more things. The bluegill next. This is a bluegill. Yes. The bluegill is incredibly common, a bit too common depending upon where you are. They eat anything that fits in their mouths and are highly adaptable. Wow, go bluegills, right? The bane of fishermen in some areas, bluegill is often the only fish to be caught. But looking at its wee beady eyes, I must say I see no ill will in it. And there you have it. No worries. Okay, that was really short. Anyway, all good. Yes, I've got 2 more. The slate pencil urchin next. It sure is, my guy. Yes, please. Slate pencil urchins are a type of sea urchin topped with thick, rounded spines that resemble sticks of chalk or fingers wiggling. That's what it reminds me of when we were picking it up and I could see it was like wiggling. Yeah. Anyway, these urchins' spines protect them not only from predators but from violent waves as well. Found in coral reefs, they're usually bright red, brown, or purple in color. For all those bright colors, one would think the slate pencil urchin to be quite deadly. But all those pretty colors, it seems, are just a pretty show. And there you have it. Fabulous. Thank you so much, Blathers. There's one more thing that I have to donate to you. Which is good because my voice is getting tired, honestly. It's fine. I love donating to Blathers, though. We've got the nibblefish for the last one. Hooty hoo! I love when he says hooty hoo. I love it. Yes, please. Nibblefish are best known for their use in a certain skin treatment. Tell me more. This treatment has apparently been used for thousands of years. I have never experienced said treatment. Because they eat your dead skin with their little toothless mouths. Can you imagine anything so repellent? I actually can't. I really actually can't. I've seen videos of that though. Anyway, it's fine. Please don't ask me any follow-up questions. Who? That was fascinating, actually. What a note to end on with Blathers. There we go. That's all I've got for you, my guy. Thank you for taking all that stuff from me and putting it in the museum. Let's head out, though. I need a drink. All right. Should I? There was something that I was going to buy from the store when I was talking about it, right? What was that? Ah, tulips. If we've got any tulip seeds. Right? So I can breed some tulips. Just because I've still got... Oh, here's Huck. Hi, Huck. Doing a little shopping, eh? I want to chat. Don't mind me. I'm just in my happy place. Very cute. I could shop all day if it weren't for all the pesky non-shopping activities required by life. Very true. Very true. Alright, let's see what flower seeds we've got today. Cosmos tulips. Okay, so what I need to have a look back in my Animal Crossing journal at my flower breeding guide that I have here. When it comes to tulips, red and red make black. Cool. Super easy. I need to buy some red tulips then. I would like to buy 5. I think we're not going to have spent enough money to Yeah, I don't think we've spent enough money to make 5,000. I don't think there's not black windflowers. I'm already working on cosmos, so that's all we've got for today then, I suppose. Let me just see how much more money I have to spend. $600 bells. Maybe I can find something from the Able sisters. I do want to go and try and say hi to Sable again anyway today, so let's go and do that. But that sounded so good, right? That sounded so good when we walked in the island tune. I need to tweak it just a little bit. It's just a shame that it sounded bad in the bells, but it sounds good everywhere else. Anyway, it's fine. Hi, Mabel. How's it going? Let's chat to your sister first, actually. Hey, it's great that you're such a loyal customer and everything, but I've just got a ton of work to get through. Thanks for understanding. She's opening up the teeniest little bit more. That's the most she's spoken to us. That's very exciting. Let's see what they've got today. I just need to spend 600 bells. Even if I buy something I already have, I can sell it later. I could buy some glasses. Let's do that. Let's buy the glasses. I'm not going to wear them now, though. You're so welcome. Thank you so much, Mabel. Pleasure doing business as always. We've now just spent 5,000 bells. That's so good. Selling fruit we can definitely do. Okay, still lots of things that I want to do for this episode. It's all good. Including... maybe I should spend some time setting up a dedicated flower breeding area. Where am I going to do that, though, is the question. With, like, fences and everything is what I'm thinking of. Because that way we'll put down some fences. We'll get some more flowers planted. I think that just makes sense. So let me just dig up my... excuse me. My orange cosmos here. And we'll find a better place for them. It means I'm probably going to have to chop down some of our trees. That's fine, though. I can always plant more later. It's all good. I do still have to talk to the rest of our villagers that we haven't spoken to as well. So that is Genji, that is Matilda. And that's it, I think. Yeah, just Genji and Matilda. Okay. All good. Okay. Let me just race home really quickly for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I want to try and put some of these weeds in storage, but I don't want to do that because I've got them separated into their clumps of 20 if we get asked for... you know what I'm saying? If we get the option to sell weeds, I've got them already in their bundles to sell. Anyway, it's fine. I'll see what I can do. I need to get some of my flower seeds. What flower seeds do I have? Hyacinths. We can't get black hyacinths. Let me just have a look and see what other flowers come in a black. Yeah, hyacinths don't come in a black. Lilies can make a black, but I don't really like lilies. Lilies are probably like my least favorite flower in Animal Crossing, so I don't want any lilies at all. We cannot get black windflowers. That's fine. There's no black chrysanthemums. That's fine. So it really just is going to be cosmos, tulips, and roses to get black ones. But then I also have some red pansies, and I love the red pansies. They have black in the center of them, so I want to use some of them. So let's get some of our pansy bags, our rose bags, and that should be it. I think we'll get our fencing here because I talked about wanting to use some of the fencing. Maybe I can also find somewhere to plant some of our wheat and our carrots that we've got here. Yeah, okay. We can work it out, right? Oh, I did also want to put down my stereo and play Robot Synth, KK Robot Synth. Register that. Let's go back in and do that because I will forget otherwise. Honestly, I think it's going to be KK Robot Synth that we play in the main room because I do love this song so much. So we can put down our new throwback skull radio. Beautiful. And let's register a song. Here we go. Are you ready? It takes a second. Just give it a second. It's so good. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but we are going to have that be the song of this room. So just... It's so good. I love it. It's just a vibe. Anyway. Yay. Yay for a new stereo. Yay for a new song in a different room, right? Now, where am I going to plant all of my stuff? I'm thinking maybe over here. We could clear these trees out. And maybe I can make an incline as well. Let's just do that. I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Let's chop all these trees down, get all of the resources and stuff. I might not clear the whole thing, but I'll clear a good chunk of it, right? Yeah, probably will want to do this one as well. And I'm probably going to want to do this one as well. We've got some more Nook miles. Okay, let's look at just using this space for the minute. That is not where I wanted to dig that hole. The tree stump, thank you. Okay, so let me just think. How am I going to set this up? So it's just that I need to be putting a a diamond, essentially, on the ground of each of the flower that I want to be planting. So maybe I can set up my cosmos, because I've already got some cosmos established. They don't need to grow. They just need to breed. Okay, so we've got our diamond shape here. Did I have extra buds? I thought I only had 5 of the orange cosmos, but I've got 6. I must have had extra orange buds. Anyway, it's fine. We're going to set them up in this formation. I must have had new buds come in and I just didn't even notice. Yeah, because these are buds. Okay, so that's going to be our orange cosmos. We're really going to hope that we're going to have some black cosmos come in with that amount, right? So then maybe I can start planting some of my red roses. I actually do have 5, so I think I may as well just plant the 5, right? Or maybe I shouldn't plant them like that. That'd be too close. Maybe I should bring it over by 1. Like there instead. Oopsie. And because I've got 5, I may as well just plant the last one down here. So we're going to have opportunities for some new growth to happen there. Nice. I'm just going to start planning my fence line. I've got 50 fence, so it's going to be plenty of fence, right? This is also going to help to keep them enclosed so that these flowers don't start breeding out of control. We need to give them just a space for them to grow. Alright, so that's a good start. We should have some Nook miles. Maybe not. Have I? Oh, I do for this one. But for placing fences. Fun with fences, I thought was one. Maybe we haven't put down enough fences yet. I think I'm going to also chop down this tree right here. Beautiful. That is not where I wanted to dig the hole. Thank you. Goodness gracious. All right. And now I'm going to start planning where we're going to plant our... We'll go with tulips next because these are the ones that I want to be breeding, right? I want to be breeding these ones together. I think we just got some Nook miles for planting flowers, which is good. And we will do one more down here. Beautiful. We can extend our fence and start building up this side of the fence, right? I think we just placed enough fences to get fun with fences, right? I need to plan where we're going to enter this part, though. Like, I need to have a little gate area. I'm thinking of not planting actually any of the pansies now. Because now we're starting to run into a bit of a space issue with our river. And I don't want to take up too much space and get too close to that river. Like, we still need to be able to move on either side of the river. And if I plant my pansies, then we're going to be right on the river. So that's all good. I'm just going to enclose this a little bit. Beautiful. And then we can still get in through here. Okay? That's how we're going to get in and out. Nice. Okay, let's water some of our plants then, hey? It's not perfect, but eventually I'm going to want to move this. I'm literally only planting these just to get to 3 stars, right? Once we get the ability to start really laying out our island and transforming it to what we want it to be, then I'm going to find the permanent place for breeding flowers and having things be grown. This is just to get us to 3 stars, right? I need to make another one. No worries. I was hoping I had another one on me, but I don't. So let's go and build and craft another watering can. It's all good. How much do I have? Enough. Yes, I do. That's not what I was supposed to be building, but that's fine. I will probably need another shovel. Have I mentioned that I'm still a little bit sick? It's fine. All good. That's what I needed. Thank you so much. Although I think we had a craft DIY items in Nook Mile, so there we go. That's the last of the ones with the multipliers. Very good. Maybe we won't be doing some of these things today? I don't know. Anyway, let's see what the Nook Miles we got. Flower power. We've planted 10 flowers. So good. Actually, we've planted 13. Very good. So we should have gotten fun with fences as well. There it is, fun with fences. You can have a wonderful yard in no time by building a fence and surrounding your home or garden. Yes, yes, Nook Inc. will award Nook Miles to skilled fence installers. We've built 35 fences. Look at us go. Fabulous. Let's go back to watering our plants though, our flowers. And yes, I know that if I were to make the better watering can, I wouldn't have to water them all individually. It would go in an arc, but I am using all of the flimsy tools because there's Nook Miles for making like 5,000 tools and also breaking like 5,000 tools. So that's why we're using all of the flimsy stuff, because they break so much more often and I want to achieve those Nook Miles achievements, okay? Alright, there we go. All of our flowers watered. Very nice. I'm thinking that we're probably actually not going to plant any of the produce starts, right? I don't know. I feel like I'm just going to have to try and bring some of our resources inside in order to try and beautify the island a little bit. I love hearing the song on the radio. It's so good. How much space do we have in our storage? See, I'm not going to be able to fit anything, everything anyway. But maybe I should just bring the weeds in if I can, as many of the weeds as I possibly can. These are all going to stack on top of one another. Yeah, it's fine. I'm going to be able to bring everything in, I think. It's all good. I'll bring in my stacks of 10 shells that I have here as well, waiting to be sold. And I'll bring in as many of the resources as I can, okay? I don't think we're going to be able to bring in much more than that. We're going to run out of space. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And that's literally everything that we can bring in. So I'm not going to have enough space in storage anyway. This is why I think I need to buy the extension to the house, so we can have more storage and I can bring everything in. I didn't want to take on another loan yet, but it's fine if, you know, you gotta do these things sometimes, right? I didn't mean plant one, I meant drop it. Aside from that, I don't really know what much else I can do in beautifying the island. I don't know when they were talking about the fact that there's things clogging up places. I don't know whether they were talking about some of the decor stuff that I put out, right? Because Isabel said if there's things you don't want anymore, you can sell them. And I mean, yeah, I know that, but I don't know if I'm putting the right decor things out is what I'm really saying. Anyway, what do we have for Nook Miles goals? Yeah, look, I don't know. I'm feeling kind of lost in this episode. But we'll see what happens, I suppose, right? Next episode, maybe we'll get to a 3-star island. Matilda's at home and Genji's right here, so I'm just going to chat to them. Ooh! What's up, sezrawrr? Word is you've been pumping up the island for a KK Slider show, yeah! KK's songs are the best. I play them during cardio, on my jogs, when I'm trying to fall asleep, all the time, yeah! What I'm saying is, KK's kind of the secret to my swollenness, so thanks for helping bring him here. And speaking of both swollenness and thanks, this is for you, Mochi. I thought you might want something heavy to help with your endurance training. Oh, and also the KK thing. KK will come if we show enough Sezurbia spirit, so go flex your hand cart. What is a hand cart? I'll leave that right here, right? I'm gonna leave that right here. I don't know. It's fine. Thanks for that. Did we just get that because we've been in talks with Isabel and Tom about having him come? Or did he mention that because we're close to having KK be able to come? I don't know. Hi, Matilda. Wee baby, what is it? You're watching me so intently, it's a bit unnerving. What are you making? Well, you see, I'm working on a butter churn. It's a DIY crafting project, my dear, I know. I was daydreaming, you see, and the design came to me. Then, just like that, I made it happen. You go, girl. I know. Why don't you try making a butter churn too? It's really quite exciting, and I'd be more than happy to teach you how. I know all the tricks, wee baby. I don't want to know. Sorry. I see. Well, I need to finish this project, so I'll be getting back to work now, wee baby. And that is all of our villagers now spoken to. I need to find the money spot because I haven't found the money spot yet. I think that my priority, I think I would prefer, instead of having my home be upgraded today, I think I would prefer trying to get like a ramp built or some stairs built to elevate. I think that will be the priority. We do have some money on us. How much money do we have on us? Like 180,000 bells. I would be able to outright buy something today. Hold on. Let me just get it started, okay? sezrawrr. Hello, hello. This is the construction consultation counter. How can I help you? I want to talk about infrastructure. Let's chat. There are a number of things we can discuss, but what did you have in mind? I want to talk about bridges and inclines. Yes. I want to build an incline. I'm not going to have anywhere that I can even build another bridge at the moment. The way that this island is laid out, there is no good spots for bridges, but I've got a couple of different places that I could build inclines. So curious about setting up an incline. Ramps and stairs make it easier to ascend our cliffs. Yes, yes. Go ahead and pick one out of our catalog, please. Now, I'm thinking we're going with a lot of like the stone elements. A natural ramp would be an option, or the stone staircase. I think it's going to be the stone staircase because it's going to match our bridges. That's the vibe. So we're going to go for the 168,000 bell, which I have enough. I can pay it all off today if I wanted to. A stone staircase. And you want to proceed with the construction of this incline? Yes, please. Excellent. In that case, let's settle on a location next. Use the incline marker kit I placed within your pockets to set aside some land for our incline project. You'll want a decent amount of space to use it, and make sure you're standing near the base of the cliff. When you're ready, you'll be able to imagine what your new incline will look like. Alright, let's go. I've got 2 different places that I can think of to build an incline, where we're going to be able to easily access them. So we'll go to the one on the right side of the island first and check it out, see what it looks like. Over here, and then right up the back here, sort of right here is like ideal. Should I reserve this spot? I actually kind of wanted it to be over 1. Let me imagine it. I need to rethink it. I just want to see if I can move it over by 1. Because I would love to keep that cherry tree. Let me imagine it. I liked it better before. I need to rethink it. But I think this is where I'm going to put it, right? We're going to build it here, I reckon. Let me just have one more look just to make sure. Yeah, I reckon that's the spot. I picked a spot for an incline. That's a step up for this island. It is. Now, I need to find the money spot before I donate any money to it, okay? Because I haven't found money spot yet. I'm not going to have heaps of money after donating everything. I need to make sure that money spots and money trees are all sorted. Although, maybe I've even got a money tree that I can collect from right now. Let me just go and check that out. Over here. Is there one down by Able Sisters? No, not yet. But maybe tomorrow. Okay. That's interesting. That is why I need to find the money spot right now so I can get that sorted. So let's go on a little hunt, my friends. A hunt for the money spot. This was the other place that I was thinking of putting the incline, right? It's fine. We'll get one over here eventually. Like, I want to redo this whole section here anyway once we get terraforming. I hear a balloon. There it is. Damn it! I'm gonna have to cross the river. Thank you. Sure. It's gonna be something to decorate the island with, so sure. Why not, right? Anyway, no money spot over here? No, there's not a money spot over here. Let's check over here then. Okay, not looking like it's on this level at all. We can still ascend. That's where the top of our new incline's gonna be. Let's ascend, my friends. There was no mention of Red being here in today's messages. Oh my goodness gracious. How dare you not tell me that he's here? I have to go and buy some freaking artwork, okay? I can't believe there was no mention of that. The campsite got priority over Red being here. I would rather know that Red is here, thank you. Oh, straight away, we are in luck, my friends. Well, if it isn't my favorite cousin, glad to have you back on board Jolly Red's treasure trawler. Oh, store policy. I know it, you know it. We have a limit of 1 art piece per customer per day. Choose wisely. Now, straight away, I can see we have Starry Night over here. Starry Night is one that is always genuine. So, if we have some fraudulence in here, that's an option. Mona Lisa over here is one that is also always genuine. So, because of that, I'm going to have a look at the other 2 paintings and see if I can get one of them that is a genuine article. Because just because I know that Starry Night, every time I see it, it's going to be genuine. Every time I say Mona Lisa, it's going to be genuine. So, let's take a look at this one. The basic painting. Let me see if I can find what makes the basic painting a fraudulent one, right? It's always 4,980 bells, okay? Every time we buy something, I want a closer look. Thank you. Alright, so the basic painting, what makes it a fraudulent? Man with full bangs. That man has got some full bangs. If I ever saw bangs that were full, it's them, right? So I think that's a fraudulent one. Yes, I know, but I do not want it. Thank you. Let's go and have a look at this other one then. Alright. Graceful painting. Let's see what the graceful painting. Let's take a look. Okay, so for this one, there's two, right? I've written down woman takes up most of canvas or is facing the left. Well, she's not facing the left, is she? But does she take up most of the canvas is my question. Maybe this is one that I'm going to look up and see what the fraudulent is, like an actual picture of what the fraudulent one is. So let me just do this really quickly. ACNH graceful painting. Okay, I think this one might be the fraudulent one as well, because it does look like she is... Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna have to insert this clip, this little picture to show you. Yeah, she is too tall for this frame, so that's also a fake one. Which means that I am gonna have no choice but to buy one of the actual genuine articles today. So it's fine. Which one do I want? Mona Lisa or Starry Night? Starry Night. Let's get Starry Night donated. Starry Night is just a beautiful painting to me anyway. Also, it has ties to Doctor Who. If you know, you know. That episode makes me absolutely sob my heart out. It just, like, every time. I've watched it like 6 times and every time I am just absolutely hysterically crying. It is so good. Such a good episode. Anyway, the twinkling painting, because of that, the Starry Night painting has... very soft spot in my heart. Anyway, I'm gonna buy this one. Honestly, I wish someone would buy it so I can get more work done. I shouldn't, but I'll add a resident of Sezurbia discount on top of the cousin's discount. My guy, that'll bring the price all the way down to 4,980 bells. Come on, help a cousin out. Now, I'm just, even though I'm pretty like, I'm like 99.6% certain that it is actually always genuine, I'm just gonna make sure. Yes, it is. Thank you. You got a deal. Ha! You are not going to regret this. I'll just take those bells from you. Yep, it's all there. Congratulations. You are now the proud owner of a twinkling painting. Thank you so much. Been a pleasure doing business with your cousin. I'll get your art packed up and shipped out tomorrow. Very good. Thank you so much. I don't want anything else from you. That's fine. I'm going to head out now. You won't regret it. I know I won't. Because I love that painting. And I know that it's genuine. Alright. Thanks, Red. I'm so glad I had to come and look for the money spot, because otherwise I would have had no idea you were here. Let's just ascend and see, make sure that there is no money spot up here. We're starting to run out of island. If the money spot's not up here, then I sort of don't really know where it is. Where the hell is the money spot? This might be one where I have to come and look at nighttime, because sometimes it's in a really hard to see location, like hidden behind a tree or something, and you can't see it during the day until you see it glowing. Oh wait, hold on. There's one more part of the island I haven't looked at yet. I always forget about this part back here, because I can't connect a bridge to it anywhere at the moment, and, you know, I don't really want to put an incline to it at the moment, so I always forget that it's here though. Let's have a look. There's the money spot. We found it, my friends. Very good. Beautiful. Let's get 10,000 bells separated. Fabulous. Alright, let's get this one planted, and then maybe I'll look at donating some of our bells to the bridge, to the incline fund. Sorry, not the bridge fund, the incline fund. This is where an old money tree was, so I'm just going to chop it down and replace it with this one. Beautiful. All right. Pashmina just looking over at the river. She's just overlooking the river. You go, girl. You be a vibe. Hello, Lloyd. Well, hello, good friend. Right now, I'm taking donations for a stone staircase. Our goal is 168,000 bells. Currently, we have 0 bells in donations, which is just lovely, isn't it? We still need 168,000 bells. If you can spare even a single bell, great. We appreciate your support, friend. Sure, I'll help. I'm thinking of not donating the whole lot today. Just because if I donate the whole lot today, I'm not going to have enough to do money spot for tomorrow. And it's probably very likely that I will be selling turnips tomorrow, which will then give me a lot more money. So maybe I'll just do 100,000 bells towards donations. We'll see what my villagers can donate overnight. Probably nothing. It's fine. But anyway, may I have 100,000 bells as a donation, friend? Yes, you can donate. Thank you. Thanks for the support, Chum. You're so welcome. All right. That's a good start on the incline fund. Pashmina. But pizza, purple plant food, philosopher orchids, huh? Guess I dozed off. Ever stare at clouds? It's kind of hypnotic. I saw you were. I saw you were. That was very funny. I don't know really sort of what else to do now. I mean, I could do some more Nook Miles goals, but I'm sort of not feeling great, actually. I kind of just, yeah. I don't know. I think I'm going to stop. I might just check in with Isabel. Do we get live updated evaluations? Or do I have to wait until tomorrow to get the evaluation? Maybe I'll wait until tomorrow just to see. I'll probably just get told the same thing, that I need to plant more flowers and put more nice things out. But I don't have nice things. I don't have any more nice things. I don't really want to plant any more flowers at the moment. And I feel like I'm whinging. What do I have in furniture? Like, I have nothing. Nothing that I could put outside, right? I don't know. I'm thinking actually of perhaps in my spare time, not right now, but in between tonight and checking on turnip prices tomorrow, of going to Sezurbia and grabbing some outdoor furniture from Sezurbia that I have left over to just come and decorate the island a little bit more. But I'm probably not going to do that right now, okay? So with that being said, yeah. Maybe I can just quickly sell some fruit, do a couple more little Nook Miles goals, and then we'll call it, okay? We're coming up on 2 hours anyway, so. What do I have for... yes, I've got 6 cherries. That's fine. Move them to my pockets. I'm going to keep one, though. Sorry, I forgot what I was doing for a second. Look, like I said, not feeling great. I'm alright. I'm tired. And sick. Anyway, it's fine. Cherries, thank you. I had just zoned out. That's what just happened before. It's all good. I'm fine. That should be that for the Nook Miles. Very good. I've already watered so many flowers. None of this stuff I could really even put outside. Let me just see if there's any outdoor furniture I can buy from Nook shopping. Or even Nook Miles, learning recipes and stuff, or just buying furniture pieces that can go outside. I can think of a couple things I would like to buy, but I don't know if I've got the ability to have them yet. Because we're still progressing, right? But we'll take a look. Specifically, there's a couple of Nook Miles things that I can think of, so let me look at Nook Miles. We've got plenty of Nook Miles anyway for the minute, but let me just show you. So there's like these recipes that you can buy where you have to then have the resources to make these things yourself, right? So there's those things, but then there's other things like these where these are not recipes. You can just buy these things to place around your island. And there's definitely some of these things that I want to have, but I wasn't sort of thinking about doing that right now, that's all. And there's not the ones that I want anyway. It's fine. There's still a couple of these things that I can buy that could help spruce the island up a little bit. Maybe the lighthouse. I generally put the lighthouse, well, on my other island anyway. I bought the lighthouse and I put it out on the rocks. So maybe I'll buy a lighthouse. This is going to go all towards trying to beautify the island a little bit. I don't want to spend too many of our Nook Miles, but I'll maybe buy 1 or 2 more things. Let's just see what we can get, right? This sandbox, I put these generally on my beaches, which is going to sound really weird, but it's like a little spot so that we can pretend that we are building sand castles and stuff. So I'm going to grab 1 of them at least. That's the phone box. I love that it's black here. That is the exact perfect vibe. I want to put this next to the museum, so I'm going to grab that. The park clock would even be nice to have. I'll grab 1 of them as well. I can put that maybe on the other side of the museum. Nice. And I can get 1 more thing, I think. Do I want to get 1 more thing? I could get a street lamp, I suppose, but I don't know. I also get these lifeguard chairs and put them on my beaches as well. Maybe I could get 1 of them. Maybe not right now. I don't really have anywhere that I'd want to put a street lamp, so I think that's going to be it for Nook Miles. Let's have a look at what we can get through Nook Shopping. So, if I come into here, this is going to show us everything that we have had on offer, that we've either got in our inventory at home or we have had on offer, and I can buy them directly. I wish I could buy more decayed trees. They're so cute. I've had the double sofa on offer. It suits our vibe much more than what we've got at home. So far, nothing is really screaming out to me. Some of the things that we see here that are not for sale are because you've got to craft them, or they're like special gifts that you can't buy. Yeah, there's sort of nothing I really want from there either. It's tricky, right? It's tricky. What have we got in special goods again? Yeah, no, I don't really want any of that. So I've got a couple things here, but like I said, I think I am going to go to Sezurbia in between this episode and next episode. Well, in between today and tomorrow, really, and see if there's a few decor bits and bobs that I can borrow for the island just to get us to a 3-star island, okay? I think that's what I'm gonna do. I just really want to get there. I was hoping to get there today, but I don't think we have. Oh, have we talked to Barreled? I don't think we've talked to Barreled. Hold on. Hey, it's sezrawrr. I can't believe I forgot about Barreled. I was thinking about what to do, and I almost had an idea. Almost. Right, now we've talked to all of our villagers. It's fine. Sorry, Barreled, for forgetting about you. Alright, so I think this is where I'm going to leave this episode. So let me just get to bed, and I'll tell you about what I'm thinking for the next episode, okay? Alright. Here we are. Should I get some sleep? I will just lay down because, my friends, that is another episode of Animal Crossing New Horizons all finished. Now, I feel like this episode was kind of a letdown. I feel like last episode was also kind of a letdown. I just really was kind of hoping to be at 3 stars by now. I feel like we started off super strong and we've just kind of like hit a wall the last couple of episodes. I really just need to get to 3 stars. So next episode, my plans, we will have the incline be fully funded by the time it comes to me filming next episode, and I'll be doing some like updates, like here's what you missed on Sezurbia, like I do every episode anyway. So you'll see the completion of the ramp in that time, the stone stairs, sorry, in that time, right? We've also got to sell turnips, which will be very helpful because I'll have lots of money then. But I'm probably going to want to hold on to the money to buy turnips next week. It depends on how much money we get, okay? How much I'm able to sell the turnips for. But if I am able to sell, or regardless, I'm probably going to, in the next episode, upgrade my house. Or maybe in the lead up to next episode, I'll upgrade our house so that when I go to film the main part of next episode with you, we'll have an upgraded house. I'm going to be getting lots more decor items, and in the coming days leading up to me filming the main part of next episode, if I see more decor that I want to buy, I'll buy it and place it around the island. And we're just going to, fingers crossed, that we'll be getting to a 3-star island, hopefully in the next episode. So with that being said, I hope that you have still found this episode and last episode enjoyable to watch, even though I feel like they've been kind of I hope that's just me that thinks so and that you don't think so either. But with that being said, if you would like to see more of me, more of this Animal Crossing island, I really feel like we are kind of close to a 3-star island. And once we get there, that's when the whole thing really opens up. And I'm really excited for that. So if you'd like to see more of this gameplay, hit the subscribe button down below and the notification bell to let YouTube know, yes, show me more of this. Would be really great. And also if you could hit the like button as well, that would mean just so much to me. We are really close to 100 subscribers over here, which is so cool. We're like 8 subscribers away. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And with that being said, I hope you're having a wonderful morning, noon or night, whatever time of day it is for you. I hope that it's a great one. And with that being said, hopefully by next episode I won't be sick anymore. That would be so great, right? I would really like to not be sick anymore, but we'll have to find out then. So with that being said, you guys, I will see you in the next video. Bye!